from the Tri-City Center at the 10 and 210 freeways. We are the trifecta of talk in Southern California: KCAA 102.3 FM Riverside, 106.5 FM Redlands, and The Legacy, 1050 AM, Loma Linda, San Bernardino.
You're listening to KCAA, your good neighbor along the way.
The doctor is in. Welcome to the Psychic Love Doctor Show with host Deborah Lee. Deborah has been practicing, teaching, and perfecting the personal prophecy card reading method for 20 plus years. This life-affirming, highly perceptive reading method has taught Deborah how to zero in on specific problems with relationships, career pursuits, and current roadblocks to success and happiness. This inspiring show will help you never feel helpless in life or love ever again. Now, here's your host, Deborah Lee.
Welcome, everyone. I'm very happy to have you with us for our Friday Psychic Love Doctor show. I have my adorable co-host sitting in with me. That would be Lauren.
Hello.
Also, if you're joining us on Facebook Live, we say hello to you too. We are broadcasting simultaneously on Facebook Live on the Psychic Love Doctor show page. So if you want to, interact with us and throw some comments in, please join us there. Otherwise, please plan to get on the phone and call us for some readings. Our number, just so we'll put it out there for you right now, is 909-792-5222. Now, for those of you who may be new, the type of card reading that I practice is called personal prophecy. I learned it from my maternal grandmother back in 1982. It uses nothing but an ordinary deck of playing cards, which I am holding up for those of you who can see me. This method is extremely dynamic. It's so life-changing in the sense that we can sit right here in the present, and no matter what our circumstances may be, we're able to project into the future. If we don't like what we see, we can actually improve it. And I love that because the cards will guide us. They're an excellent navigational tool. So that's what we'll be doing for reading. So please, somebody out there, break the ice for us. In the meantime, we've got a special little topic for you. We're going to discuss faux pas when you attend, say, holiday parties, big events, and the mistakes that you shouldn't make in the process.
Yes.
So, Lauren, you've collected quite a few.
Yes. Thanks to bestlifeonline.com, we collected a list of 30 of them. We might not get to all of them, but starting off with number 1, we have forgetting to RSVP. If you're going to an event, make sure to let them know, unless you plan on not participating in the festivities.
And, yeah, right. And the other thing is, don't wait till the last minute, because what it seems like to your hosts is, so she held out till the last minute, see if she'd get a better, party to go event. To. So you definitely don't want to forget to RSVP.
Absolutely. And we do have a caller before we get back to that topic. We have Stephen from California. How are you doing, Stephen?
Great. How are you doing?
Terrific. We're just getting started. We just love doing this show. So thank you for being our icebreaker tonight.
Yes.
Thank you for taking my call. I feel honored.
Well, thank you.
We're honored to have you. Now, what can we help you with this evening?
Well, I am interested in general life information, family, career.
Absolutely. We can definitely help you out with that.
Give us a little info or a few details, Stephen. I don't want to just give you a real generalized reading. I'd rather have one that's a little more specific for you. So please, if you would, tell us a little about you.
Do you have any concerns?
I'm sorry, do I have what?
Do you have any concerns?
Well, I do have concerns about work. I work for a major medical company. I work in the office. I'm a medical receptionist. And so I put in for some transfers to different positions. I'd like to get closer to home, and that's a major concern for me.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's definitely something that our lovely Miss Deborah can look into for you. So where are you from originally, Stephen?
I'm originally from Southern California, born and raised, born in Torrance,
Nice.
raised in LA, live in Palm Springs for the last 25 plus years.
Ooh.
Very nice. So you're looking to stay in California, just in a different
Just to
location.
get closer to home.
Yes, I currently drive approximately 1 hour to work each way.
Oh.
I'd like to stay with the same company, just be at a closer location to home.
It can get to be a grind, the driving. You know, even out here in Virginia, we're broadcasting from Virginia Beach through KCAA, but out here our our freeway system is gridlock in the mornings and in the afternoons, mainly due to the military presence here. This is home to the largest naval base in the world, so you can imagine when you've got 1 million people. Well, you know what I'm saying, Stephen.
Oh, yeah, we have a lot of people here in California.
Well, I've got your card spread out, and for everyone, just so you know, I am using a full 24 card layout. I am not doing a quickie 1, 2, or 3 card draw. I would rather see the whole playing field, and really it gives me more of a sense about you as I'm conducting this reading for you. First off, I want to say, Stephen, your cards are characterizing you as possessing a tremendous amount of professional ability, talent, if you will. I see that the work you're doing right now is essentially a stepping stone to a far bigger career arena, let's put it that way, that you will be encountering, I'm feeling, within the next 3-year period. So I was going to ask you something, and it kind of just flew away, but right now it looks as if you're in a spot in your life where everything seems to either be a question mark or so nebulous you can't seem to see where the road ahead is leading you. Does that resonate?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. And I say good because this is giving you the chance to bring so much powerful manifestations for the future. I mean, really, as I see your year winding down, and this is usually a time in terms of my method of reading cards, that this is a time when we start tying up loose ends, we start bringing a close, like a period to the ending of the sentence of the year. We start turning to the expanse of this brand new, beautiful, virgin landscape that lies in front of us, where literally we have the power to make our own dreams come true. So I feel that as you reach the end of this year and you find yourself standing at the beginning of 2019, boy, honey, you need to just go gangbusters on everything that you hope and wish for, because it's definitely going to be within your grasp. And like I said, I feel this is coming within the next 3-year period. You said that you're trying to transfer within your company, correct?
That's correct.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I'm seeing definitely possibilities that this will transpire for you. But there are also a number of other opportunities that you face that are beyond the reaches of this particular company. So my advice would be go ahead and take the transfer. It will bring you closer to home. But I'm thinking that as you progress in your professional life, you're going to want more for yourself. And when you start to feel that sense of yearning, this will be the future literally calling to you and compelling you to reach beyond the area that you're in. So what I'd love for you to do is please call us again for a reading, because the more personal prophecy readings you get, the more insight we're able to actually bring to your, about your life and the direction you're taking. So do you have another question before we need to move on?
I don't, actually. You've given me so much information, and I will definitely call back again.
Stephen, you are going to be an extremely successful professional and you know in your heart what you've got to give in terms of your profession, and I don't think anything is going to hold you back once you really put the move on your own future. You watch and see, then everything else will fall into place. Relationships and family and other goals, other dreams you have. You have a magnificent future. You really do. Wish everyone had these kinds of cards.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. And so don't be a stranger now. We want to hear from you again.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Wow. Now, see, that is a good start. I feel the energy. This man is full of really good, strong
opportunity.
Yeah. Didn't you sort of feel like a goosebump kind of feeling?
It's nice, too, to get, like, a variety of readings, and I'm excited for him and have, like, those professional questions thrown in. I think not a lot of people go to you as much as they should for, like, professional inquiries and things, too.
Then the title that I received from America Online in 1995 was Psychic Love Doctor. But these readings can encompass your career, your family, your coworkers, your friends, your health, all sorts of aspects. So it's not always about that big love question.
She's a master of all of the intuitive trades. And with that, we go to Brenda from Texas. Brenda, how are you doing? And what can we help you with tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, we are doing fantastic.
We are majestic.
Happy Mercury retrograde. Yay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's been playing with our computers and, our phones. Ew.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Well, Brenda, how can we help you?
I have a question. There's a gentleman I met probably 3 months ago. Things were going fine, and then he kind of fell off the face of the earth because he got really busy, and I understand that. But I still have dreams about him at night, and I always wake up, the next morning, and he's like the first thing on my mind, and I'm not trying to dream about him.
It's just happening.
It just happens.
Yeah, you can't control your dreams, but yeah.
No, but they can have a lot of significance in many ways pertaining to our lives. And so you say he got busy. Too busy for romance?
Yes, he works 2 jobs.
Oh, wow.
Do you hear from him at all?
Occasionally.
Okay.
Well, she's going to look into that. But he should be honored to be in your dreams. I mean, really think about it. The potential out there is, you could have anybody in your dreams. You could have celebrities in your dreams. Anything. People from the past. But you dreamt about him. So I hope that he doesn't know that you dreamt about him, but somewhere he should feel very lucky and fortunate. Okay?
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. My perception is that you are dreaming about him because he's in synchronicity with you, and he is having dreams about you also. Now, in these dreams, I do feel the two of you are astral planing and connecting on a spiritual level. Now, the cards will share with us a lot of inside information that we weren't privy to as we've been going through our regular lives. Here's the thing about this man.
Mm-hmm.
He has actually backed off because he feels that there's somebody else. There's another man. I don't think he's very trusting of you, and this dates to his own personal romantic history. Okay? He is convinced that she would have somebody else. Not necessarily like in a double life or a two-timing situation, but did you ever discuss about your past, like another boyfriend or, a partner you might have had?
No. I did tell him my husband had passed, and I know when he was married, his wife played a lot of mind games with him, so he has like really low self-esteem.
There it is. So he's got his issues, and this is some significant baggage. on his part. But you know, deep down inside, he really yearns for you. He wants so much to be with you. But it's like the feelings were so huge for him that he just sort of backed away and he is hiding in the bushes. And the fact that you lost your husband, this would I feel, this is why there's another man characterized around him. Can you tell me his first name so I can refer to the right man?
Kyle.
Kyle?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, Kyle is thinking in his, ridiculous little male mind, you know how they do. He's jumped to conclusions that he could never be good enough for you because of your passed away ex-husband, not ex-husband, you know what I mean, your
Right.
spouse
Yeah.
that passed away. Now I have that correct, right? That you lost your husband?
Right.
Well, he had a horrible marriage, right? Kyle did?
Yes.
Well, that poor thing, he is petrified of walking that same walk. You know, remember, she was likely not a nasty shrew when he met her. She transformed at some point during that marriage. And that's what frightens him, is how she just turned into somebody else. And, you know, I want to tell you, though, there's a designation in the reading that is called sure to come true. And I am seeing in your sure to come true the most beautiful love cards here. And this is saying to me that you are destined for lasting true love. And I would not be surprised that Kyle is the one. He's just in a place right now where he's scared. His heart has been ruined. It's been broken. And I do feel, though, that he's going to want to get over that. I have a favorite saying: when desire is greater than fear, there's nothing we can't do. We will walk through fire when desire is greater than fear. So I would say, go on with your life. You know, if you continue to have dreams with him about him, I would say when you go to bed at night, say, let's communicate if you're coming into my dreams tonight, Kyle. And then hopefully he will give you some information or expressions of his feelings for you to run on. But I do feel the two of you are connecting on that spiritual level. So with that said, I firmly believe, I'm going to say within 6 months, I see this relationship getting on the right footing. If you're still interested, of course. Right. I could see you walking a beautiful little yellow brick road with him. And I feel it's going to come from him missing you and wanting you so very much.
Okay.
So how about that?
Sounds good.
It does. So now, because of this reading, and you understand a little bit more about where he is mentally and emotionally, your vibration is a little bit raised here, where you should send out some positive thoughts to him. Thoughts contain very strong energy. With the way I often visualize them, if I want to send a message, it's like I'm sending a shooting star that is filled with the message. And I just see it fly through the sky, going where it needs to go. So watch and see. I really think you're going to get some amazing results from this guy.
Okay. Would it be like next year? I'm thinking nothing's going to happen this year. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't put it that way. Let's just say we're going to hold a space for Kyle, and we're going to let him take the time he needs. In the meantime, though, send him a little message hi, how you doing? You know, maybe suggest some holiday cheer when you get a little closer.
Send a funny meme.
Yeah.
Memes are always nice because it's like, who doesn't want to have a little laff in the morning, you know?
Just not too many. Don't inundate him.
Just one meme.
No.
Don't meme spam.
No, we're Facebook friends too. So I mean.
Oh well, there you go. So you
go.
are still having some contact, but I think those dreams that you're having are actually quite prophetic.
Okay.
And I can't wait to hear from you again. Please stay in touch. We'll read up on you and Kyle again in the future. All right.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
I enjoyed that very much.
Yes, we have all of these callers from Texas tonight.
Wow,
now
Texas, you are on fire. Well, I hate to say, shouldn't probably say fire.
Well,
there's enough fire.
But we are excited. Danielle, how are you doing? And what can we help you with today?
It's me again. I'm calling back just to give y'all.
Hey, Danielle, good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you too. I'm just calling for some advice. I'm actually at dinner with Isaac right now. I just stepped out to make a phone call really quick so I could talk to y'all. I'm at dinner with him right now, and we have the military ball this weekend. So if y'all could just give me a reading and give me some advice for this weekend, please.
Okay, just a little recap. What does the weekend involve for you as I'm laying out the cards?
A military ball.
Well, those are wonderful. Are you going with somebody, or are you going with, say, a friend?
With Isaac.
Just a friend? Are you going, not a date?
No, I'm going with Isaac, my ex, the one that I keep
Oh,
on.
yes. Okay, I remember.
All right. Well, I think this is very interesting. We always like the ongoing calls and the ongoing relationship. So you're happy, you're excited about the weekend.
Yeah, I just want to have a good weekend. That's it.
Okay, so we're hoping for a good weekend
and a wonderful experience at the military ball.
What color is your dress?
My dress is navy blue.
A navy blue, a nice classic color choice. I like a navy blue.
I have problems whenever I attend these gala events like Navy balls, and they will have like ship, what are they called? Jem, the technical guy. What are those things called for a new ship? Commissioning ball. Oh my gosh, I never had much for a
You've got a good
for a bust line, we'll put it that way. And one time I wore a bit of a low-cut dress, and we had to stuff athletic socks in to fill the dress out, because otherwise it hung. And as we're at the dinner, I noticed people at the table are kind of all looking at me, and the socks were creeping out of the dress. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Dad. All right.
Well, I think you're going to have a great time. I really do. Now, you said you're going with Isaac, correct?
Yes.
And he's your ex.
Yes.
Well, he would rather not be your ex. I think he may put on a real strong campaign during the ball to get you back. This guy would love to marry you, spend the rest of his life with you. Are you aware of that?
I'm just trying to protect my feelings right now, just because of everything, that's been going on between me and him.
Well, I think some things are going to be shared with you at the ball. Also at the ball, just to make this more interesting, I feel she is going to encounter a man there who I feel has considerable rank. He's not some, old goat general or anything like that. But she's going to meet somebody with magnetic eyes. He is, devastatingly handsome. And he is going to zero in on you, Danielle, with these, laser-like gaze.
Oh my
I don't know.
He's going to give you a laser gaze.
Okay.
And
you've got to dodge the
gaze.
Is she
dodging?
Well, I think it's going to be like, wow, that guy really stares
Yeah.
at me. But it's because he finds you so captivating, and he knows it would be really inappropriate to approach you unless you happen to be at a punch bowl or something like that. But he is figuring really strongly in your cards as somebody that would be very interested in the future with you. And that, I think, the whole atmosphere of military social engagements, there's a lot of electricity and animal magnetism and,
That's what I like. I like a lot of animal magnetism.
Now, I have a
Thank y'all
question
so
for
much.
you. Danielle, does Isaac drink a lot?
Yes, he does. I don't want him to drink this weekend.
Okay, I think you're going to be angry. I think he
am.
might drink more than you expect.
I am. He's calling me right now because I'm outside talking on the phone, and we're at dinner.
He's calling her from inside.
Okay.
No.
Well, I hope we've given you enough. Go and enjoy the ball. Things are going to be awesome for you. Isaac is going to probably sneak drinks, so keep an eye on him. I see you becoming angry, very angry,
Bye.
especially
Thank you so
if they
much.
have to carry him out, you know. Wouldn't be pretty.
bye-bye.
Anyway, enjoy yourself. Call us again, and we'll look in the cards for you another time.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye-bye. And with that, we are going to pause for a station identification, and we'll be right back.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, K292 FQ Riverside, and K293 CF Moreno Valley.
These are great questions. And we are back with the Psychic Love Doctor Show. We are broadcasting, of course, here over the most wonderful KCAA radio, and we are also on Facebook Live on the Psychic Love Doctor Show page. So, with that, we are going back to Texas, everybody.
Yeehaw! We have Ann from Texas.
Hello, Ann.
Hi, Deborah. This is Ann from Texas. I hadn't called in a long time, but it's me.
Well, it's good to hear from you, and I recognize you right away.
Oh, good. Well, I'm
So-
just calling to see what the cards have for me, and I'm still dating Mike off and on, and he's been really attentive lately, so I just want to see how it looks for me, for us.
Okay, he's been very attentive, correct?
Yes, yes, and making time to see me and whatnot. So it's been
Okay,
really good.
now we're gonna take a look and see what's really going on in this guy and how he's feeling
right.
about you, which usually will tell
great.
us very, very good things.
Dun, dun, dun. We're very excited. So you said that he's been very attentive. So what kind of
Yes.
things has he been doing for you?
Well, he's just been making time to see me. We've had lunch a couple of times, and, we stopped having dinner and lunch. So we've had lunch, in the middle of the day. He's called me and said, let's go eat before you go to work, stuff like that. So it's just
Very good.
slowly
Lunch.
making
You
more
never
time.
pass down a lunch or a dinner. That's
And like he's going out of town this evening, so he said, before I'm going to go to bed early, so I'm picking up my granddaughter, but, I really want to see you before I go out of town. So that was nice.
yay. All right. So let's see.
Ooh, boy, the plot thickens here, Anne.
Oh, yay.
He
Oh,
has
is that good?
very meaningful intentions towards you. I do believe he is going to propose before very
good.
long.
Hey, hey,
That would
hey.
be
How do you
awesome.
feel?
Oh, great.
Yes,
I've been waiting for that. I've been
he's
waiting a long
definitely thinking about it. He's right there looking at you, planning it, and often becoming engaged over Christmas is a beautiful,
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
thing. So I would say, if you can, well, maybe you already have you given him indications in a very subtle way that you would be interested in the future, spending the future with him?
But he knows. I mean, he knows I've been wanting this for a long time.
Well,
I kind of just
I
put it on
do-
the back
but
burner.
if-
I don't bring it up anymore.
Okay, well, he has intentions here, and I really feel
Okay.
it's going to be done on a time when you least expect it. You could be out, just taking a stroll. But he's going
Okay.
to, I do feel he's going to pop the question.
Oh, good.
Also-
That's good. That's what I've been wishing for and praying for. So.
I think the two of you are going to be so happy together. This is so meant to be. Now, we're going to flip a page here, and I'm going to tell you that you actually have someone from your past who is grieving over you, missing you, longing for you, yearning. This is somebody that had a chance to make, to be a really good partner for you, and he messed it up big time, and he is suffering a tremendous amount of grief and guilt. So I just wanted to mention to you that you do have someone from your past that would like to resurface in your life, and I wanted you to know that his emotions are very real. I don't feel the two of you will reunite. I think you've moved on from this. Do you have an idea who this man was or is?
I've been married 3 times, so I know my girl's dad is always calling me and missing me and stuff. But yeah, I bet that's who it is. But yeah, he's kind of moved on, but he knows I have moved on. So that's the only person I can really think about it because,
Yeah.
you know, I'll have to block his phone calls.
I want you to know he loves you from the deepest part of himself and really only wants your happiness. And that to me, when somebody makes another person's happiness mean more than their own, that to me is when we're talking about some true everlasting love. But all in all, it looks like a beautiful year coming up for you, Anne.
Oh, awesome. I can't wait. Okay, great.
So you call us again, and we will give you another reading, and we'll look a little more into the future for you, and it'll be my pleasure.
Okay, great. And maybe I'll call back and say, I'm engaged.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yes.
I love to be able to say, I told you so.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for y'all's time.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
One more time, the number for everyone to call in is 909-792-5222. And moving back into our topic, another big faux pas is not accurately preparing your +1 to any of these holiday get-togethers. You know, you want to tell people about the weird uncle to avoid. You want to let them know what's really in the holiday fruit punch. You can't just send your unknowing +1 into the battlefield of what's going on without knowing about everything.
I agree with you. And my family and we're often referred to as the Griswolds because you just never know what's going to happen at one of our gatherings in a very good way. Nothing, you know, where police are involved or anything like that. Not yet. But however, we do have our moments, and so when the kids or others will bring their +1, they kind of brief them a little before they get there.
Completely necessary.
Yeah, so I agree. That is a big one. Let them know about the quirky relatives, you know, and
topics not to bring up.
Oh, Lord, yes.
We had the biggest fight one time with my extended family over, it was something simple. It was like the person, you know, had like a pit bull, and the other relative, like, is a terrified of dogs, and they got into this thing about, like, how ferocious and everything else these dogs are, and then the poor person was like, I love my dog, Susie Beth, and it was awful. But we have JD from North Carolina. How are you doing, JD, and what can we help you with?
Good, and I was calling because ever since my divorce, I have been having a lot of unmeaningful relationships, and I was calling to see if the one got away, or is the one still out there for me, or what, stuff like that.
We're talking about love, romance?
Yes.
Okay, because your connection's a little sketchy.
He wants to know if the one has gotten away or if the one hasn't even shown up yet. We need a global positioning on the one.
You know, I have to tell you, the ones that get away were never the ones that were going to be the ones, if you know what I mean. It was meant to end. They're meant to fly away like a little birdie. But the ones that are meant to be, boy, God, devil, or beast can't keep that person from entering your life.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, we'll see.
All right, we're taking a look for you, JD, and Lauren's going to chat with you so we don't have any dead air while I'm doing this.
Absolutely. We can't have the dead air. Now, JD, is there anybody in particular, do you, like, you said that you don't know if the one got away. Now, usually we have the idea, is there somebody that you think could have been the one? Is it like
the one I married?
The one you married?
Yeah, I got a divorce about 3 years ago, and ever since then, I've just been having a lot of unmeaningful relationships.
So you don't think she's not like you don't think she's like put like a curse or something, right?
I think she's just been kissing a lot of frogs. That's all.
Oh no. Well, hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully she didn't wish you any bad luck or ill will. So, but we'll see. Deb will look into the cards. So you think it's either this ex-wife or there's another one. Deb, what are the results? drum roll. All right, that's a terrible drum roll.
JD, I think you better eat a lot of Wheaties because you have got some very exciting times ahead for you in the romantic sense. Now, I've got, oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4 women here highlighted in your reading in very significant positions. Right now, it's as if you don't know. Because I see it's such uncertainty and around you. Things are very foggy as far as the one coming to you. You do have, just to make the situation just that much more interesting, you have a brunette here that, oh my goodness, you have made her angry, and I think she's going to stay angry.
Is that the wife?
That was an ex-girlfriend that I just recently quit talking to.
Yeah. You know what? Consider yourself lucky. This woman has a very vindictive nature, and if you would have actually taken the step to marry her, ooh, would you have had a rough going, because she is perceived anyway to be extremely controlling, vicious temper, and just not a very happy person at heart at all. So I think
that's definitely the ex that I just quit talking to.
Well, good for you. Stay away from Brunhilde.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, yeah. Also, you've got another one here. She's characterized as a Queen of Hearts, which is somebody that generally has a very soft and caring, loving heart. And it seems that you really hurt her feelings, broke her heart a little bit. Can you figure who this one might be? Could it have been out of these insignificant, what did he call them?
These meaningless relationships.
Somebody there cared for you a great deal, and her heart is very heavy.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that come
up.
JD!
You're just kind of a Romeo, aren't you?
Oh, Romeo. JD, oh my goodness. You're not a player, are you, JD?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
You just can't help it. These women are drawn to you like moths to a flame. And I mean, what man can resist all of that? But here's the kicker here. But the kicker is, this was good for you. You were able to sow some wild seeds and test out a lot of different models of the feminine gender. And now what I'm perceiving is, in 2019, you are literally going to have your choice between 2 women. One is like darker complected. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing like olive skin, real dark hair. The other one is very fair. Fair complected, blondish, possibly leaning toward red hair, and they're looking at you and they're going to be like, well, who's it going to be? And I feel that you are definitely going to make the right choice. Everybody tonight under their sure to come true designation, wow, it's just filled with true lasting love. She is going to be your princess. The thing is, you're going to have to choose well. And, let your heart and your head rule you. Watch out for what's the other thinking device?
We can't mention that on the air.
That's the problem.
Yes. Well, you will marry again, my dear, and it will last. This is going to be a soulmate connection for you, and you are going to be so happy. It'll be like Christmas every day.
Don't make any more brunettes mad.
Yeah, right. You don't need them chasing after you. In a posse with torches lit.
No. Well, let the games begin.
That's right. So, JD, you have to check in with us every now and then so that we can do an update on your situation. And especially when you've met a couple of women, these cards will help you determine which one is the one.
I think he's going to have to call often with the score of the women we already got.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, JD. You have a wonderful weekend.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Moving on, we have Sue from New York. How are you doing, Sue, and how can we help you?
Hi. I wanted to know how I was going to do financially in 2019.
How's it looking so far?
I guess it's looking okay.
Okay, so this is more curiosity and not desperation.
No, just out of curiosity.
Okay, well, that's good. The cards will give you insight and help to give you guidance.
Okay.
So we'll see what the cards will show us. Now, you're in a profession, right?
I do custodial and housekeeping.
Very honorable profession, that is.
Yes.
All
And
right.
we need people to organize because
Boy,
there's
don't
people
we.
like me that are not organized. So, Sue, what part of New York are you from?
The Ithaca area?
Do you have snow?
Oh, yeah. I have 10 inches.
Oh, well, honey, you keep it, okay? we love your snow. It snowed in Washington, D.C. yesterday, and down here we were all holding our breath. Please, don't come here. Yeah, we're not ready for that.
I am not ready.
No, we don't own the right clothing and gear.
I think I realized this, and this week at the salon, my hairdresser, it was really slow, and I feel like all of Virginia, it's like it just all of a sudden got cold. We got our first cold week, and everybody's just kind of like, we're not ready, we're not venturing out in this, and we're staying home. So, all right, what do we have in store? Well,
first of all, I want to ask you, Sue, you have a significant other, yes?
No.
Well, there's going to be one, and very soon. And you need to make sure that this is somebody that can actually handle money. I feel that I'm hearing mid part of 2019, there's going to be a new partner for you. And this is somebody that is really going to love you and feel very committed to you. The problem is they cannot handle money. And there are just some...
I can't have them then. Sorry, I don't want it.
So it happens, and it's just an Achilles heel for some people. I can't say I'm very good at money management either. Lauren?
I'm good at it. I know what to do with it. It's the having the money that's the most difficult part.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree, Sue?
Yes. You work hard, and then it goes by as quick as you get it.
Absolutely. Now, there is going to be a new opportunity coming for you. I don't feel it'll be yet, the year is winding down pretty fast. So we would need to look toward January, February, into March. You have a new opportunity in work. It's a real step up for you.
Really?
Yes, and it's going to be it's extremely profitable for you. And I want to tell you, how old are you, Sue?
Oh, 52.
Oh, hey, honey, those are some of the best years of your life.
Hey.
Yeah, well, I'm 10 years beyond you, and it gets even better. So I want to tell you, though, that I see that within the next 5 to 8 years, I feel that you are really going to start moving into it's another facet of your work, and it's really awesome. I'm hearing management, you running like a team of workers, being in charge. You will be the supervisor. You will be in charge, and it will be awesome for you to be in management of that caliber.
Oh, that would be awesome if it really happens.
Well,
you gotta think it, and you have to manifest it. You gotta believe it'll happen.
You
and
really
be prepared.
do. You really do. So if you believe what I'm telling you, there's like a methodology out there called neuro-linguistic programming, where if somebody tells you that you can and you believe them, you will have that kind of belief, and you'll break down all the obstacles and all the roadblocks, and you will be where you are supposed to be through your own desire, your own determination to make it happen. And I feel it's definitely going to happen. You're also at an age now where you don't need to put up with a partner's mess or their, being like a, what's a word, like a irritation. I mean, now you're in charge, you're in control of the future. The one thing I see here, though, that I want you to be aware of, by being aware of now, this could pass from your cards, the possibility of a legal matter. Are you going through anything legal at the moment?
No.
Okay, good. Well, just be cautious and careful. I feel it's something that will happen to you that's actually going to cause a very large windfall from a lawsuit on your behalf. Like, say, falling on a slippery sidewalk or entering a...
Hurt?
Pardon me?
I might get hurt?
Yes, but it's more punitive than it is, what would be the other word? You know what I mean? It's more like these people should have shoveled and salted and I mean...
So not like a major incident?
No, it's not like becoming disabled, but it's enough that you'll walk away with a few good greenbacks in your pocket.
Oh, no. Well, what if she's careful now and she doesn't get her greenbacks?
Well, it's coming really pretty soon. So I would say...
it's a legal matter, but it's not something that's going to harm me emotionally, physically.
So what Deb is saying is be a little more careless. Don't look around you, okay? Be a little less aware, and that lawsuit will be coming for... No, that's not the message.
She'd rather not break her leg or break her arm.
I don't know. I had an umbrella from a grocery store the other day. Well, it's a few months ago, actually. And it teeter-tottered over, and it fell over. And I did have a moment. I was like, should I leap under the umbrella? I had a moment. It could have hit me. But then I just narrowly avoided the umbrella.
Security cam would have caught you doing that.
Yeah.
It could have hit me, but I was cautious. And that was my mistake, Sue. I was too cautious, and I avoided a punitive damage lawsuit. And I think we should all just, be...
more reckless?
Yes.
How hurt is an umbrella going to do?
Yeah, I mean, really.
It could have done a whammy. I was relaxed, it caused me... I could have had, now I don't know when I go out, when the next umbrella's going to hit me,
Okay, Sue, I think you've got a great year coming up. Plan for it. In fact, manifest it. Make it seem as if it's already out there waiting for you. Then watch and see. And I want you to please call us back, because as we build on your readings, more clarity definitely comes through. Okay?
And I wanted to also say that I'm really sorry for your loss, too, while I'm on the phone with you.
Well, thank you so much, Sue. It'll be a month on Wednesday. Still real hard for the family.
My sister said she met your husband a long time ago.
Who did?
My sister. She had met him someplace. You were doing readings, and she said he was a really nice person.
He's a wonderful guy, wonderful. And he died way too soon. Cancer is an evil monster.
It is.
It's taking down too many good people. The man had just turned 59 in October. So, yeah. Well, thank you, Sue. Thank you. It means a lot.
You're welcome, and my heart goes out to you.
Thank you. And you be in touch. I can't wait for your life to blossom into what I'm perceiving for you, okay?
All right, thank you so much. You take care.
Honey. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, now I have a big one for these holiday parties.
Okay.
You know, on airplanes, people will go in the restroom and join the Mile High Club?
Yes.
You can't join the holiday party bathroom club.
No.
Okay, this especially if there's only one restroom in the place. You do not want to tie it up with a sexual escapade, because a line will form. I've stood in a line like that.
Oh, you were standing in the line. You weren't in the. You weren't joining the club.
No, and so you just want to keep those things confined to, we'll say, the car. Or where else? Making snow angels out in the snow.
I like this advice. don't go in the bathroom, but, you know, the car, the vehicle, it's not the best impression to give the, you know, potential future mother-in-law, you know, if she finds out, I guess, is what you're saying.
Well,
too.
there was a holiday party many years ago that I remember where, you know how the hostess will take your coats and they all get put on a bed?
Yes.
Well, let's just say a couple of people at the party decided to romp on the coats.
On the coats?
And everybody at the party stood at the door and watched.
Well, what kind of parties? I'm telling you, we missed out. These 2000 decades are not as exciting and thrilling as some of these other time periods.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That is some good advice. I'm a little tamer than that. I feel like, but that is a good one. We've got another one, being the first to arrive, which is, I'm contesting it. How do you feel about it? Do you think being the first to arrive is a bad thing?
Well, this is saying the faux pas is if the party is scheduled for 5 p.m. and you show up at the stroke of 5 p.m., you are actually considered early, and the host or hostess will be a little bit miffed because you should be fashionably late.
But this is where people get quirky, okay? Because how many people, I mean, I know my grandmother, okay, on my dad's side, if she was a school teacher for 25 years, her husband was in the military, and I swear if you showed up 20 minutes late and she was like hosting like Thanksgiving dinner or something, like I'm pretty sure she's probably still talking about you to this day. So, I mean, I feel like that's a little iffy, and I think that goes back to the previous one about, you know, letting your plus one know. You know your relatives. You know these people, if you're being arrived at a party, know what kind of person they are. Now, this might be written about me. My intentions are good, so if I'm like, I'm having a gathering at 5, I'm a mess. I probably won't be ready at 5, but you know this about me if you're attending something with me. So I'm the person they're writing about. Now, if you have a strict staunch, I would say, you know, school teacher person who's, you know, very on itinerary, I would say in those cases, be on time. What do you think?
I sit outside in the car and I wait for someone else to be the first
one
arriving.
See, you're very wise. It's not just these cars, ladies and gentlemen. She's just generally intuitive.
Maybe because I've made so many of these social mistakes in the past. The other one here that she's got is don't be the last one to leave.
Don't be the last one to leave.
And that's a hard one if you're attending a party of, say, your best friend. Unless the best friend says, hey, you want to stay after and help clean up and, you know, we'll order a pizza or something, then that's different. But don't be the last dog hung, hanging on the bar, making sure that you get every shot in you can, because they will remember you for the next party.
Doesn't that person not know anyway? Like, they don't know they're that person. The last person to leave thinks they're like the necessary part of the party, so they don't know that
then they need to get a clue. Because sometimes people will actually, there's napkins you can get that say time to go, I need to go to bed, and you hand them out with the last drink.
Maybe they'll get a clue. We'll see.
Another thing is watch your compliments. If you go up to the hostess and you say, you look so beautiful tonight, I didn't even recognize you. What did you just say to her?
Said, you don't look beautiful any other time. That happened to me. This happened yesterday, not today, mind you. This is not my glamorous look. But yesterday I got really done up for work because I had some outside regional manager people come in. Mm-hmm. And this is what was said. Lauren looks really good right now. Lauren looks really good right now. What happened to the other times? How was Lauren looking? That's what I want to know.
You know what, Lauren? That sounds like a topic we should pick up on during our next show.
An entire topic on how terrible I look most of the time? They can fill a show?
I'm just trying to segue here into saying goodbye to everybody.
It's a beautiful
letting
segue.
you all know what a show. Gosh. please know that when I give you readings, I feel very invested in your life. I'm able to see your heart, or the heart of those that you're asking about, and I do feel quite attached. So I do love to hear from you all again.
I feel the same way.
Thanks for joining us. To everyone suffering in California, our hearts and our prayers, our thoughts are with you all. May God bless everybody and get these doggone fires under control and gone. Now, from us, from Lauren and I and Jim, the techie boy, who's making it possible for us to broadcast, I want to say thank you. Have a really safe weekend. And remember, without you, we don't have a show. So we thank you for making that possible. In the words of my grandmother, who taught me this method, she always said, to dream is to believe. Once you believe, all things are possible. Good night, everybody. Love you. Bye-bye.